Hi everyone. In this clip, I'm going to talk to you a little about positive psychology. It used to be that when we thought about mental health, we focused on what was clinically wrong with a person rather than their strengths and their individuality. Positive psychology instead focuses on mental health and in promoting well-being. It encourages positive, life-satisfying strategies and good positive relationships as foundations for good mental well-being. I like Harvard Health's 2022 take on positive psychology. They say there is a power in positive thinking and that positive emotions are linked to better health, better well-being, and a longer life. Some individuals are great at thinking positive, while others need a little more help and need to work on it. Gable and Hayes in 2005 defined positive psychology as the study of conditions and processes that contributed to the flourishing or optimal functioning of people or groups. So, as educational facilitators, our role in this can be quite significant. If we bring mental health promotion into our thinking and weave this into our curriculums and through our engagement with students, in our health services and in our university campuses, we have a good opportunity to influence well-being both within ourselves and also in others. Positive psychology is a mental health promotion concept. It is a process of working on areas that help us to remain mentally healthy. And in doing this, should a person become distressed, the resources and the supports around the person, the way that they think about things, may reduce the impact of their anxiety. Let's take a look at some practical examples. I'm going to draw on some information from the Black Dog Institute to help us to describe some of these areas. One of the examples I'm going to draw on is a technique that Black Dog Institute calls enhancing pleasure. And this example has some different techniques. Today, I'm going to focus on a technique called savoring. This method teaches us to focus on something pleasurable, something that brings us joy as we think of it. So I am discussing this with you today. Think of things that you absolutely love, things that bring you joy as you think of them. Think of the things that as you begin to remember a thought or a memory, you instantly get a smile on your face and it fills you with joy. If you cannot think of something straight away, it doesn't matter. Take some time to think of the things that give you the most joy and become aware of how these memories and thoughts feel for you. In the technique we are using here, we find ways of savoring these thoughts or memories. If you have a thought or a memory that comes to mind, I want you to now break it into bits to completely become aware of its components. Remember the feeling you felt as you had this memory or this thought. What was around you at the time? Is it a place? What is the place like? Is it a person? And if so, what is the connection with the person? What do they look like? What do they say to you? What does their voice sound like? What do you feel when you're around them? How do they make you feel good about things? And think about what it feels like to have these favourite thoughts and memories. Now hit pause and think of the feeling you have generated. Our technique is savouring. And what this means is that we want to recall these awesome thoughts and memories more frequently. And we want to train ourselves to pull them out routinely so that we can continually feel good and recall positive things. Once you have one favourite memory or thought, think about a couple more. Then set up a way to bring these favourite memories or thoughts into your consciousness routinely. First thing in the morning, as you wake up, when you're eating lunch, when you're going to bed, pull out those thoughts. Think about those beautiful thoughts and memories. Then do it again the next day. Remember every single thing you felt about. Become good at it. This technique is teaching you to seize a moment and to let great memories in, great ways of feeling. After a while, taking time to incorporate this into your day, it will just become natural to you. Try to expand your memories and good thoughts so you have a little library of them and allow yourself to get lost in them with absolutely no guilt at all and savor them. Try it. It's a great strategy. I will share with you one that someone shared with me. One of my students was a terrific water polo player and played competitively. She recalled the first time she scored a goal. She happened to win the match for the team and they picked her up and carried her around. She says it was the happiest moment of her life, particularly because the team hadn't won a game for almost a year. But that is her example. She recalls the feeling of exhilaration. She can hear the cheers from excited teammates all around her and everyone clapping and cheering for her. She did not just experience this one fabulous event on one occasion. She now experiences it frequently because she can think about it and go back to it in her mind and remember it bit by bit and allow herself to savor that amazing feeling of success and reward. You can savor it in other ways too, whatever works for you. Some people have this when they look at a great piece of art or when they think of a collection that's particularly important to them. Some think of a song that has a particular memory. Some people recall a special poem or have memories associated to architecture or pieces of literature. It doesn't really matter. Your thoughts or memories don't have to fit into a certain type of thing. You can expand it into many different ways that provide joy to you. Okay, next strategy is sensory saving. Work on each sense at a time. Think of things that stimulate your sense of smell and bring that to your awareness. What was the most remarkable smell you ever smelt? Where was it? What happened? Where did it come from? Who did it remind you of? And how did this memory link to joy? Then work your way through other senses. Think about some of those strategies. Think of great events, great things or people or memories and how you can savor them. Think of the senses and how you can savor each sense. Now, how can we incorporate this into the work we do? How would you teach this technique to students? How could you incorporate this positive psychology technique into your teaching? Some food for thought. Thanks for your time. See you later.